my name is Barbara Denempont, the host of Gangaji's podcast, Being Yourself. On January 2nd at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, Gangaji is going to hold an online public meeting. We would love for you to join us for this New Year's gathering. All are welcome, and you can learn more and register for the event on gangaji.org. That's GANGAJI.org. In the new year, we often reflect on what it is we truly want, especially on the spiritual journey we're on. What is our real prayer? Let's take a listen to this archival recording from Gangaji that speaks to our prayers and the source of those prayers.
When I was a little girl, I used to pray a lot. Actually, I still pray a lot. But the prayer was really simple, and it was taught to me. You know, it's the now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. It's a sweet little prayer. It's a child's prayer. It's really a prayer about staying alive, and if you die, that you go to heaven. Then God bless Mama, God bless Daddy, God bless Aunt so-and-so, Uncle so-and-so. So I don't know if all of you were taught to pray, but you are praying. A wish is a prayer. A desire is a prayer. Only we call desires worldly, and we make them bad if we're spiritual. If we're worldly, we make prayers absurd. But they're the same. Whatever you are wishing for, whatever you are desiring, you are praying for. You want it. And you're focusing your attention and your energy on getting it either from God or from your focus. But it's a power, it's a huge power of desire. And it's in everything alive. But as human beings, we can be quite aware of that desire power and where it leads our lives. So as I grew older, my prayers changed, you know. I mean, I might say, now lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord himself to keep. Okay, God, please give me the right boyfriend. Please help me pass this test. Please let me get in this school. Let me get in this sorority. Please make me a good person. Please help me to be a good person. Please let so-and-so like me. Right? Yes, tell the truth now. If you weren't actually saying that in a prayer, you were wishing it, hoping it, praying it before bedtime. So it's very useful right now in this stage of your life, which is really an extraordinary stage, where your attention is turned to liberation, freedom, truth. To really see what it is you are praying for, what it is you are desiring. To be able to tell the truth to yourself about that. And even more important then is to examine what it is that which you are praying for will do for you. Because not all prayers are answered, even though I say often your prayer will be answered. If your prayer is really down to the essence of what it is your lifetime or your lifeline wants, it will be answered. That's for sure. I guarantee it. But if it's up in some tangent of that, so when I was 16, I was praying that a certain boy would like me. And maybe he would and maybe he wouldn't. But what I was really praying for is that I would feel love. when I can recall a major prayer I had that never got answered. I used to pray that my mother would stop drinking. Pray, I mean really pray. Really put everything in it. But she had a much stronger prayer. This kid, leave me alone. But really what I was praying for, what I was hoping for, what I was desiring, is to feel her love. And so, once I was an adult and could realize that she's not going to stop drinking, unless she chooses to, that my prayer is not strong enough for that, I could tell the truth about what it is I wanted there. And what I wanted was her love. It's like, oh, that's much more simple. It's at the root of what the desired behavior would give me. And then if I want her love, well, what's stopping me from her love? Nothing. So it was then not up to her to do anything, it was totally up to me to open to her love. As it appeared, drunk. Drunk. Oh, yes, there's love there also. So that was a major revelation. And it perhaps opened the gates of my mind so that when I could finally pray for a teaching or a teacher that would truly either reveal to me that my search was just a pipe dream, or that truth is true and it's available, that I could actually realize what that prayer, where it was coming from. Now, it took meeting my teacher, which I was praying for, to point me back to the source of that prayer. And the source of that prayer was and is the first glimpse, the first inkling, the first experience of oneself as larger than the body, or the thoughts, or the circumstances. My first inkling that I can recall was horrible. It was a terrible experience. It was an experience of my body disappearing. But in that experience there is the truth. My body disappeared, but I am. And so the rest of my life was spent searching for something, I didn't know what, but something to reflect the truth or the falsity of that truth, that experience. And I, like you, wasted an enormous amount of time. So many avenues, going down so many avenues, so many dead ends, so many repeats. But through it all, like you, there is some force that is seeking itself, that desires itself, that is praying for itself. And whatever is thrown to that force by the mind, images of the self, or a better self, or an enlightened self, or a happy self, or a drunk-free mother self, or popular self, or a student self, whatever. It's not satisfied, they're just thrown back out, not that, not that, not that. That's a neti, not that, not that. Until there is a willingness to just open oneself to the eagle of truth and say, come and take whatever you want. That whatever I've been praying for, whatever I've been wishing as object has not satisfied this longing, this force, this true desire. And I would say that that has occurred for everyone here, or is occurring, or is about to occur. Because you are here. This invitation from my teacher and from his teacher to stop is an invitation to stop, not necessarily praying, but for praying for something. It's not to stop the desire, but to stop trying to feed the desire with something, so that the desire itself can rage in a fire that reveals the living prayer that consumes itself. So I meet you in that. I invite you into that. And I bow to you in that. This is not, it may be formulated as a prayer for escape. But escape is a thing. It's a concept of getting away from, leaving behind, getting to peace or quiet or enlightenment or love. The praying itself is the fire of no escape. It is the eagle that will come in and bring your heart out. And we serve each other by gathering together, by our individual and collective willingness, by our courage in letting go of all dogma, and maybe especially the Advaita Vedanta dogma, so that there can be a moment of raw and naked exposure to oneself of what is truly prayed for, what is truly desired. Finally, if no thing is received, if everything is received, what is still prayed for?
Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll join Gangaji in the new year for her online gathering on January 2nd. Again, visit gangaji.org to register. From all of us here at the Gangaji Foundation, we share our prayer, may all being awaken to itself.